welcome to the second episode of Photoshop tutorials. Here, I'm just gonna show you how to clear off some blemishes on your face, like pimples, like that, or that. This one's relatively easy, and this one will be a little bit more work. So what you want to do is open up Photoshop, and I've already gone ahead and retouched it, and this is the final project, or finished project thing. See, I made a mistake over here with the spot healing brush tool because it copied over some of her hair. So let's do it again. What you want to do is use the spot healing brush tool. It's underneath the red eye tool, or in this grouping over here. Just click once, get a decent brush size. Click once where the ugly part is, and it'll remove it by sampling from around it. Just click once, and yeah, it's getting a little tricky over here because it's so close to her hairline that it's pulling in some of the hair. This looks pretty good. This is incredibly easy because everything, all the blemishes, all the discoloration was isolated around normal flesh, I guess. But if we go to in another picture, like this one, I already did this one before it looked like this. So before, after. Let's start over with the spot healing brush tool. Now, see it's pulling our hair down there? This tool won't work always because there's just not enough to sample from here, not enough normal skin. It's kind of working, kind of giving it more of a normal bumpy, pimply thing. So we're just kind of smooth that out. This will be easier because down here, because it's like I said, it's more isolated and there's not as much, so there's more regular skin to sample from. See, it's pulling off her shirt there. Here we might have to use the regular healing brush. And what you're going to do is alt click or option click if you have a Mac on a relatively clean area, and then paint where it's not so pretty. And you can see it doesn't really blend well. Once you let go of the mouse, it blends better. It's not perfect because the skin that was already there is just really gross, and the skin we're putting down is much less bumpy. So this is good for like around here, like that. But then you kind of get rid of the shadows, so you have to be careful where you put it. And then just carefully. You want to find a skin tone that's relatively the same color, shadows. Okay, so I don't know what's on her chin, nor do I wish to. So we've still got this whole issue of this top area here. Well, that doesn't help. So I'm going to try the patch tool. And the patch tool does, you make a selection, and then you click and hold in the middle of that selection, and then drag it down to a cleaner area of flesh. As you can see, it like copies what you're selecting with the one you're dragging into the one that you first drew. So you could give her a third eye, and you can see how it blends, kind of. But let's just go with some skin that's not too ugly. See, it's kind of blending, and you can't make your selection too big, otherwise you won't be able to find any other place on her that will match. There we go, kind of. So once you make your selection and drag it to a good place of skin, it will blend that into the area. So let's try and get rid of this area here. I'm on a laptop here, so the trackpad doesn't really work well with making selections. They seem to have copied her eyebrow over there. Try and get rid of that. So I think that's as good as you get it. If you want, you can use the blur tool and blur it just a little bit. Blur tool doesn't really work well on faces because of the pores and everything. It kind of just mushes everything up, and you want the image to be sharp, usually as sharp as possible. There's still a few more little things here. Oops. Like on her nose that we could take care of. Or yep, so that's it. That would be how to repair a face in Photoshop. Thanks for watching. Hopefully there'll be more if I find time. Alright, thanks for watching, and see you later, I guess.